Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of The Hard Choice. Simple steps for showing up. My name is Brad Draper. I am your host, and I am so, that's three so's, grateful you are here with me today, right now. I am fired up with those things that are on my mind, the things that I've been contemplating for quite some time. And I'm in the same studio for those that are on YouTube watching. Got two cameras, all the lights, all the sound, all the glitz, all the glamour. I'm so full of energy. Could you tell? And it's been a wild ride. It's been a crazy experience to think of where I was even just yesterday. Think about that. Where were you yesterday? In your mind, in your heart, in your body? You should be changing all the time. Before we really get started, I was thinking about this statement that I heard recently, and it was, you are as fleeting as the moment you are in is fleeting. Interesting. You yourself, who you are, your character, what brings life to you, what defines you, what you identify as, your values, are as fleeting as the moment you are in. Do you change that much? Maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe that is something you should consider. How much do you change? I can honestly say I'm a very different man than I was 7 days ago. I had some fantastic learnings, some fantastic opportunities, and some fantastic rooms that I found myself in the last 7 days. Go back even further, 9 days ago. I'm a very different man than I was 9 days ago because I was in another set of rooms with another set of opportunities. Back that up even more and just keep going. Ever evolving. How much do you evolve in your life, in your body, in your relationships with your wife, with your kids? What are you doing on the day-to-day basis to move the needle? Because if you are truly moving that needle, well, then you will find yourself a different being now, won't you? I've said this in previous episodes, previous podcasts even, that one of the saddest things I ever hear is when I ask somebody that I have not seen in quite some time, how are things going? And they respond with something like this. Oh, you know, just same old, nose to the grindstone. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That should never be you. That's not us. That's not how we operate. Because we are forever moving forward. We're forever evolving. Now, to get into this week's episode, the opportunities and the rooms. What does that mean? I've spoken about opportunities quite a bit recently in many of these episodes. What opportunities are you finding in your life? And do you see them? Because they're everywhere. But if you see them, that's a different story. And the more you take those opportunities, the more you act, because, action precedes action. And where you focus, you find. If you continually take action and focus in on opportunities, well, then you will see them more often. It's not that they present more. Your reticular activating system is just engaged more on that particular thing because you have deemed it to be of value. So, I'll take you back a few weeks ago. I was not planning on going to an event 9 days ago, and I got an invite from a friend. And this particular friend, I'm striving to move the relationship further. And this particular friend continually invites me to things, and then I continually accept them. Sometimes they've been pretty inconvenient. I've had to shift off other jobs. I've had to move clients. I've had to realign different opportunities for this person. But in doing that, he's leveled up each opportunity. Each one, the room got bigger. The price became more too. But I'm finding myself in rooms with some higher and higher caliber people because of this relationship, because of these opportunities. You see, I wasn't going. And then when presented with an opportunity, I took it. And I found myself in a room of higher vibration, higher frequency, better networking opportunities. And it was in that room, everything changed in a moment. Do you honestly think and believe that your life can change in a moment? Well, I'm here to tell you that it can. While at this event here in Salt Lake City, one of my mentors, my mental reprogramming mentor, we are all in need of mental reprogramming. And just like any software, that continually changes, right? There's always updates coming out. So you need to continually get the updates. You got to continually go. And while I was at this event, my mental reprogramming coach was there. Keep in mind, I thought he was in the south of France looking at yachts. Yeah, that's my coach. In the south of France looking to buy yachts. What level are you reaching at? And is it a level you feel you could attain? So I'm at this event, and my coach happens to be there. He got invited and was a special guest speaker at the event, unbeknownst to me. And we ran into each other because we had an opportunity to go to a dinner, $1,000 dinner, which is you tip $1,000 to sit at the table. Imagine the type of person you are sitting next to when you're at an event like that. I was once asked how I became friends with a fairly publicly well-known figure. And I said, well, I paid to be in a seat that he also paid to be in. We paid the same amount. We both paid $1,000 to eat some tacos. I love tacos. And it was totally worth $1,000 to see the owner's face when there was 40 of us at a little taco shack in Utah, $40,000 tipped to that restaurant. Such a cool experience that I'll never forget. The power of money. It is a service energy. I became friends with this gentleman because we were the two bachelors there. Neither of us had a date. And so we sat next to each other. We both paid $1,000. Now, this man's net worth is considerably more than mine right now at the time of this recording. That'll change, right? That'll change. Who do you identify as? And he invited me to his house to do some events later that year, which I was able and blessed to do. I was there because I took the opportunity, and it was by taking that opportunity, I found in rooms with other people to whom I want to strive to be with. So, $1,000 dinner. I did not go. I felt that it was best for me to attend another dinner with another group of people. I did so, and then went to the networking event after everything was said and done. Well, my mental reprogramming coach, too, did not go to that $1,000 dinner. He decided to have a quiet dinner with his wife. And then we ran into each other on our way to our cars. Talk about the universe working in our favor, or in my favor in this instance. I can't speak for him. And he invited me to his event this week that I did not think I had the ability to go to because my account with that program lapsed in July. I need to renew it. And I'm waiting for the right time for that to take place. And he invited me personally. Oh, I could have said, I don't have the money. It's Friday night at 11 o'clock at night, and you want me to be in Scottsdale, Arizona on Monday morning? That's pretty quick turnaround. I did know of a few people that also received the same invite on Friday and said, I can't change things. I can't move it around. I have appointments. Well, guess what? I also had appointments. I moved them all. I called them and said, we need to reschedule. So I did that. I moved everything, and I went down to Scottsdale to go to this training. And I found myself in rooms with people I had not yet been in rooms with, even though we've all been in the same group for some of them many years. I've been in the group for a year. And because of that, I found more clients. Because of that, a potential business deal might be going down. Because of that, my life may very well change, and definitely has changed, because I'm a very different person than I was to who I am now. 7 days ago, I became a different person yet again. How often are you taking opportunities to be in rooms, and while in that room, network like your life depends on it? Because it does. Who you could become depends on the action you take while you're in that room. I need you to understand this. I need you to comprehend that every moment matters. Are you choosing to sit back and relax on a Friday night because you're tired? It's been a long week. I get it. You want to relax with your wife, your family, kick up and watch Netflix. Or would you rather be at a networking event, talking with everyone? Take that up to almost a week from today. There's another event. Yeah, it's that time of year. Lots of events. I heard of this event and I instantly wanted to go. It's kind of like a Cars and Coffee, which is where people just meet up and look at cars and hang out, car enthusiasts. Fun fact, I meet a lot of people at Cars and Coffee because who drives Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Aston Martins and McLarens? People I want to be with. Pretty sure you want to be with them too. You should probably look up when the Cars and Coffee are around you, because that season is coming to an end, unless you're in warmer states like Arizona or Florida or California. But this one is with planes. It's called Jets and Capital. Same thing like Cars and Coffee with planes, with jets. And the person that is hosting it is one of my friends. And I said, how do I get an invite? How do I get there? He said, but Brad, it's just a bunch of old rich dudes, bro. What do you want to do there? What is your goal? What is your aim? And I said, yo, man, I strive to be an old rich dude. So you get in room with old rich dudes. That is my aim. That is my goal. I hang out with whom I want to be like, not with who I'm like right now. I don't hang out in rooms with people I jive with in the same space in life as me. I hang out in rooms with people that are far advanced from me. That is how I level up. And then I said, how do I get into that room? Because I don't meet the criteria that you currently have. It's venture capitalists, fund managers, large-scale investors, people that buy planes. And I will be there, but I'm not there at this moment in time. How do I get in that room? He said, bring me a plane or bring me 4 to 5 investors. So I said, investors are coming right on up, bro. And I served him up 4 investors. And he said, here's the invite. And he gave me the link. And I will be going to that event this coming Friday, which is in a few days from the time of this recording. What opportunities are you taking in your life? And what rooms are you finding yourself in? Better yet, what rooms are you placing yourself in? There's intention there. There is purpose there. How are you putting yourself in those rooms? What action are you taking? Where are you focusing? And what are you finding? I love you guys. I'm grateful for you. My recording days have been a little ski-wompy now that I'm in a new studio, figuring it out. I'm kind of building the plane as I'm coming off the cliff, right? Or building the parachute, there it is, as I'm jumping off the cliff. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's how you have an adventure. So make sure you have an adventure. Make sure you make today beautiful, because that's on you. It's a choice. And it's a choice you must choose. And by not choosing, you still make a choice. Have this conversation with your friends and your family, your loved ones, those around you. like it, subscribe to it, download it for future listenings. Let's have this conversation. Let's continue it. My handle is Mr. Brad Draper on all platforms. I love you guys. Bye.